time for 5 for 5, and we are in the middle of Be Kind to Humankind Week. I mentioned that yesterday, and I said how sad it is to think that we have to ask people to be kind for 7 days. But most of us try to be kind on a daily basis. We don't wait for the 7 days once a year to do that. We try to do it on a daily basis. But if we're honest with ourselves, we can probably all come up with somebody that we find it hard to be kind to. Perhaps it's just that one person that we know in our lives that we struggle with to be kind. It could be the person that lied to you. It could be the person that fired you. It could be the person that hurt you in some way. It could be the person that divorced you, or the person that stole your spouse from you. It could be any number of people that we see in our daily lives that we just find it hard to be kind to. Or it could be a collective group of people. It could be the Republicans. It could be the Democrats. It could be the gay people, the straight people, the religious fanatics, the people that don't like religion at all. It could be any number of groups of people that we just find it kind of hard to be kind to them. Maybe it's their color of skin, green, purple. Anything or something that makes people different than us sometimes causes us to struggle with being kind. Now, I said yesterday that from the movie To Kill a Mockingbird that the dad said to the daughter, the only way we can truly understand someone is if we see things from their point of view. If we crawl into their skin and walk around in their skin. And I said yesterday that since that's impossible to do, the next best thing is to sit down and have a coffee. So, here's my caramel macchiato. Cheers. Laura, my friend, is a barista, so she can probably give me pointers. But this is my favorite hot drink. And I have poured a cup of hot tea for my soon-to-be friend that I'm meeting with. Because I asked you to come up with some homework, doing the part about identifying the person that you struggle with, whether it's that one person with their name, I have caramel on my face, that one person that you struggle with in your life, or that group of people. And I asked you to think about who that would be, and then I asked you to imagine sitting down and sharing a cup of coffee or a glass of wine or a mug of beer, whatever your choice is, and to ask them 5 questions. And I asked you to think about those 5 questions, because I think when we sit down and share a meal or share a drink, we share life. And when we share life, we share life experiences. And by asking questions, we learn about life experiences. And if we could really find out what makes this person who they are, maybe we would understand them a little better. Because all of our life experiences makes us who we are. So in turn, their life experiences make them who they are. And if we can understand those life experiences, then maybe we can understand why they vote the way they do, why they live the way they do, why they believe and behave the way they do. And so as we ask questions, I believe that questions lead to understanding. And I believe that understanding leads to kindness. Asking questions is one of the forms of communication that allows us to figure out how we can be kind to one another. There was this brilliant English teacher, and she gave a quiz to her class. And all the questions on the quiz were about the English class and all the things she had taught them in English class. But when the kids got to the last question on the quiz, it said, "What is the name of the school janitor?" Well, the kids just threw a fit. They threw a fit. They said, "How are we supposed to know his name? We see him every day out in the hallway cleaning. We see him cleaning the bathrooms. We see him taking out the trash and cleaning the water fountains. How are we supposed to know his name?" Well, I think we all know that answer, right? There are so many people within our eyesight that we don't take the time to ask our 5 questions. Many times we don't even take the time to ask that first question. What's your name? So maybe, just maybe, if we start to take the time to really try to understand people and to ask questions, then maybe, just maybe, this world will be a much kinder place. But it starts with us. So let us be the ones who take the time to get to know one another, who find out that when we sit down with someone that we may look different than, act different than, live different than, that we find out that they're really no different than us. You and I and the people we struggle with to be kind to are really no different. So be kind, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.